Okay, so here's our next example. It has a rectangular prism with a cylinder on top. So we have to find the volume of the rectangular prism, add it to the volume of the cylinder. So if we do the cylinder first, um, the cylinder has its own formula, pi r squared h, but remember that pi r squared is just the area of the base. So it's really still just the area of the base times the height. You'll have the formula sheet, so you can use that. Um, but it's not really any different. So the volume, but area of the base, pi r squared. Let's just do volume of the cylinder is 3. I'll type 3.14 because it's easier. Um, the radius is 2 squared, so that's 2 times 2. And then the height of that cylinder is 1. So this would be the volume of the cylinder. So the radius is 2, the height of the cylinder is 1. So that is a type of prism. So that gives us 4 times 3.14, which is 12.56. And we are in inches cubed. They're inches cubed because we multiplied radius radius times height. So inches times inches times inches. Those are inches to the third. Okay, the base. The base is a rectangular prism. So rectangular prism. So the volume of the rectangular prism is the area of the base. So if I consider this bottom surface the base, it's going to be base times h, which is 5 times 5. That's the base. And the height is 4. So 25 times 4 is 100 feet cubed. So if we add those together, our total volume is 112.56 feet cubed. Okay. Our last example is a little bit different. You want to find the volume of the darker region. So that means we're going to have to do kind of the same thing we did with composite area. Find the area of the cylinder, subtract off the area of that cone that's inside of it. So the volume of the cylinder volume is the volume is the base area, so the radius is 3.5. So it's pi times 3.5 squared, which is 3.5 times 3.5 times the height. And in this case, the height is 7. Let's slide that over so it actually fits on one line. There we go. The height is 7. So if we multiply that out, we get 3.14 times 3.5 times 3.5 times 7 is 269.3. And we are in inches cubed. So the cylinder of the volume of the cone, volume equals 1/3 pi r squared times h. I scroll back a little bit to where we had the formula sheets. The cylinder of a cone is 1/3 pi r squared h. It's the same as a pyramid. The base area is just pi r squared instead of whatever the base of your pyramid is. So same kind of thing. So 1/3 times 1/3 times 3.14 times the radius squared times the height. So the height is, everything else is kind of the same as the cylinder, except for the fact that it's got the 1/3 in front of that formula. So if we multiply that out, we're going to get that the volume equals 89.8 inches cubed, inches to the third if you want to say. So the volume of the shaded region is 269.3 minus 89.8. Whoops, 269.3 minus 89.8, 179.5. 79.5 inches cubed. Okay, so hopefully these give you some examples that kind of give you a feel for how to find the volume. For the most part, it's really just looking at your figure, deciding which dimensions are where, and plugging them into the formula. And if you have a composite shape, you have to find the volume of the pieces and add them together to be the total volume. Good luck. You can get started on your homework now. Whatever you don't finish in class is, of course, homework. And I will see you tomorrow. Hope you had a great day.